All right. For my behavior modification change, I chose eating healthier. I want to change that behavior because I'm a college basketball player and I need to be at the peak of my performance for games and practices. When I eat snacks and unhealthy foods, I notice that I tend to get tired faster than usual. I always want to maintain my weight and also reduce my chance of having chronic diseases such as heart disease or even cancer. My family tends to have high blood pressure, and every time I ask my family how they got it, all of them say they think they have high blood pressure because they never ate healthy growing up as a kid. I wanted to start eating healthy because in kids who don't eat healthy, they usually become overweight or develop some type of disease. By eating more healthier, I now have more energy than I had when I was eating junk food, and it makes me maintain the weight that I want to be at. When I started eating healthier, it boosted my state of mind. It made me feel better about myself because I was doing something good for my own body. When eating healthy, it enhances my mood. Also, it stops me from stressing too much. When your body is in a chronic state of stress, it basically breaks protein to prepare for battle, but certain foods that you eat can activate the stress hormone. By eating a rich protein diet, such as fish and dairy, can help replenish protein stores and keep cortisol levels low. I know I'm a pretty thin guy, but not everybody who is thin is healthy. Not everybody who is overweight is unhealthy. By missing out on too many vitamins and minerals, it can lead to an early death. My goals for eating healthy were to perform better in basketball and to prevent illness. I chose that goal because when I was eating unhealthy, I wasn't performing well on the court at all. My coach was starting to question if I was getting enough sleep before games and practices. Then I realized it was the stuff I was eating. At the time, I wasn't even eating breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I would just eat snacks like cookies and chips and honey buns and oatmeal pies all day, but never ate a real meal. I started by giving away all my sweets and let my roommate eat all the chips and cookies. Another goal for me was to keep my body in the best shape possible, and eating healthier helped with that a lot. By eating healthier, it helped me maintain my weight and live a healthy lifestyle. The ways I plan to accomplish that behavior change by cutting down how many times I actually go out to eat and stop drinking sodas and started drinking more water. I also turned fried foods into grilled foods and stopped eating pizza and fries every day for lunch. I cut off all caffeine from my diet. One of the biggest things I did to accomplish my goal was to stop eating hot dogs so much and stop using so much ketchup on everything. I cut out all the sweets that I ate, such as ice cream, Skittles, peanut M&Ms, and cookies. Then I started eating a salad for every lunch and dinner. The professional that I contacted was Miss Beth from the cafe. The information she gave me was to have three-fourths fruits and vegetables on my plate every time I eat. She told me I need to have grapes, cantaloupe, corn, and green beans on my plate every time I eat. Then she told me I need protein the size of my fist. I have to eat more fruits and vegetables every day and not just every once in a while like I used to do. I need to moderate my starches and fats more often. She also told me I need to eat at least 5 meals a day, 3 solid meals, two with solid snacks to have protein to keep me going throughout my day. The information she gave me can help me change my behavior because by eating protein the size of my fist, I won't go over or under the amount of protein I need every day. So by eating anything the size of my fist, I will gain the proteins I need. By eating fruits and vegetables every day, they replenish water, minerals, and carbohydrates. The biggest one that helped me out a lot was loading my plate up with fruits and vegetables every time I eat a meal. I had improvement show right away once I started eating more fruits and vegetables. I felt better about my body and started to stress less about anything and started having more energy in practice and in games. I never got fatigued like I did in games before I started this behavior change. Once I started eating 5 meals a day, it helped me out a lot. It honestly made me feel better as a person because I felt that I was doing something good for my body and that I was taking a step forward and working on my health and my body. Um, so the feelings that I had during this behavior change, the first couple weeks, it was pretty bad. Like I really wanted to eat candy and sweets and drink a lot of soda. I didn't want to eat healthy, and it was really killing me. But I just stayed on track. I eat candy every now and then, but not as often as I used to. But that's about it for that one. Um, I was very successful in my behavior change. It was successful because I didn't just do it for 1 week and say this is too hard to do. I kept following the things that Miss Beth told me. After the second week, I thought about just giving up because I was starting to miss eating cookies and eating chips and drinking soda all the time. I wanted to go out to eat all the time like I used to instead of eating healthy food all day that's going to help me. The third week I started to eat a lot more fruits, but I didn't eat any vegetables, so I was starting to feel guilty because I wasn't doing the things I told myself I was going to do. I started getting all the proteins that my body needed and started having more energy once I started eating both fruits and vegetables. After the 6 week mark, I started to get off track and eat cookies and a lot of sweets again, but I got back on track the next week and haven't ate sweets since. If I could have done this differently, I would have been more focused on the goal and how important this change could help my health and physical fitness. I would have stayed on course and actually kept eating healthy and staying away from foods that are unhealthy for me. I am proud of myself for eventually following through my behavior modification change.